Hello again, I'm Jonathan Lopez from ClayAlchemist.com, and today I'm going to be going over the very basics of using clay tools, or really any tools, because you don't need to have clay tools to sculpt clay. But let me just go over what I use, which are clay tools, but really you can use just about anything to improvise for them. I always use this little pointed tool. I use it to move my eyes around, and the spatula tool on the other end of that. It comes in handy for sculpting around the eyes. And I use a wire tool. Sometimes it comes in handy for getting the eyebrows or putting in scruff for, like, not being shaven. And the V tool. The V tool comes in handy for just making kind of grooves in your character, like wrinkles. Comes in handy to have a V. And this is a perfect example of a clay tool, which is absolutely worthless for me, at least. I don't use it. So when you buy these kits, sometimes it's better to get the smaller kits because you don't need all of them. So don't waste your money. Look at the kits if you do buy them and say, do I need all that stuff or do I just need this? So don't get more tools than what you need, because really I have all these tools and I don't use them. Well, this comes in handy every once in a while. And of course the X-Acto knife. Don't even waste your time using a butter knife. Use an X-Acto knife, okay? If $4 lasts you 3 years, probably, if you're just cutting clay. And when you do use an X-Acto knife, if you ask me, it's good to break off the tip, as terrible as that might sound, or to dull it somehow, just hitting the table. Get rid of that sharp tip, okay? I don't want to hear about people cutting themselves. It's really bad. I cut myself 1 year. Ever since then, I've just snapped the tip off, okay? If you want to improvise, if you don't want to spend any money, best thing to do, let's see here, where's that little round tool? The round tool, get yourself a pen. I just took off the little shirt holder, just unscrewed the top, big deal. Now I have a pen, or a ball tool. This allows me to go in and make textures on my clay. Pretty much, if I go over onto this side, it's exactly the same, okay? Except now I just flatten out that side so you can't tell. With a V tool, look around the house, see if there's any knives or any maybe screwdrivers that are in the shape of a V, or else you can always just get a piece of plastic, crack it in half. You got a V tool. And basically, with a V tool, let me just flatten out one side of this. You want to go with the movement. If you go into it, then you're going to be carving it out, and it's going to look bad. So see, as I move this way, I'm going like that. And that way I can get a nice clean V in there. One of my favorites is this little tool right here, which if you want to improvise, get yourself some fluoro wire. All you gotta do is get about that much. Just clip that right off. Maybe cut them about 1 inch long. And then you're just gonna want to get them all even. So you get them all on the one end. And you can just twist them together. I'm not going to even use the right pliers. And just get rid of the excess here. And now I basically have a wire tool. And let me just show you a little better. And you can apply that to, like, kind of, I think, a paint stick that's no good anymore. You can just tape it to the end. And it comes in handy because then you can get those little fine details. And sometimes it's handy just to have a little nail and just use that as the V. Looks great as a little improvisation. Oh, and with that wire tool, you can always use thinner wire too, get finer details. But really, that's just improvising. Improvise, improvise, improvise. That's all you gotta do. It's art. You can use anything to make art, okay? And the last thing that I want to remind you is to always have fun. Okay? Be safe when you're working with tools. Thanks for watching.